Hey, everybody, this is Brian, co-founder of the FBA Startup Program. Today, I get the opportunity to interview literally our most successful student right now. He's been with us since the beginning, along with his partner, Clara. And I'm very excited because this is our first 100K per month club earner, which is a massive, massive accomplishment. First of all, Will, I appreciate you coming on. And we'll kind of kick things off to, just briefly introduce yourself before we dive into any other additional questions.
My name is Will. I'm 25 right now. And I think right after graduating high school, I kind of stumbled into becoming an entrepreneur. So since 18, I've never worked a job still today. And I've always loved the flexibility of entrepreneurship and doing things. I've tried a lot of different things. I've maybe dabbled into like 5 different businesses, but the opportunity here on Amazon is like the sickest I've seen so far. And I'm super excited, and man, it's just crazy. I can't wait to see what's going to happen in the future. It's only been like 6 months of selling on Amazon. So
yeah, it's crazy. It gives me goosebumps to think it's only been 6 months.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. We'll get into the results in here in a second here, but you kind of share a similar story, you and Clara. I know that you guys heard about Amazon a really long time ago, but you didn't take action on it. What was that barrier? What was the reason that you didn't get started? Because, I had that feeling with the same feeling that you had where like, crap, within your first 6 months, you're doing over 100 grand.
Yeah.
What if you started earlier? What was that, that downfall in regards to why you didn't get started in the first place?
I know exactly why. I mean, I had a ton of resources. I was listening to all the podcasts. I was watching YouTube videos, following some different courses, free courses. And there's a lot of information out there, but I just didn't take action. Like there was a lot there, and I just didn't feel that assurance. So when I started, I heard in one of the podcasts you guys were talking about, like you could spend time to save money, or you could spend money to save time. And just having that, like being able to go on these group calls or the mentorship calls and be able to ask a question and get a definite answer right away, instead of like finding answers on Reddit and like double checking if the answer is correct and all that. Just saved me a lot of time, and not even just the time, but just the confidence to just pull the trigger and do things. So
yeah,
that helped a lot. Just being able to talk to people and have a community.
Yeah, man, I resonate a lot with that because, like I said, I share a similar story where it took us 2 years to get started, and we joined a very entry level course, but there was no support. And I think that was the biggest thing that you were lacking. You didn't have a support system, and like you said, you didn't have the confidence to move forward. You didn't have the confidence to move forward on a product idea that you thought was good, but you really didn't know it was good because you didn't have that experience in doing it. So, a lot of people face that, and it's crazy to think that when you finally take that leap of faith, you can really get some crazy results with the Amazon opportunity, which is awesome to hear. Which kind of leads me to my next question. Let's talk about results here. First of all, like I mentioned at the beginning, 100K per month. I want to do a quick little recap. So, your first month, you guys did over 20K, which was phenomenal. Over the next 5 months, so within your first 6 months, you guys reached your first 100K collectively. Yeah. And then after that, you did 100K month over the past 30 days here. Why don't you pull up your graph on your phone here just so people can see and do a quick little refresh on that. Exhilarating.
So they're 108K.
108K
for the last 30 days.
Hell yeah. In regards to like why you got there, like what do you think got you those results? What has changed over the past 30 days? I know Q4 obviously has an impact on that, but what were some of the changes, some of the things that we were able to teach you that really helped you escalate that growth?
So I remember our first month we did 20K. The next month we did about 18. And then we ran out of stock, so things started to slow down again. But we had a call on what we need to do to move forward, because we wanted to break 20K. And I remember you said, work on optimizing the listing before you start boosting traffic, because we were thinking like, let's start doing external ads, do all this. But once we optimized the listing, we did so many things. We changed the main image. We added infographics, a really cool video, a really cool lifestyle photo shoot. And like, I started getting picky with like photographers. I started asking a lot of people. I wanted to do it locally because I knew the people that had the look for our brand. So we used like cool looking models, for the brand. And our conversion rate went from like 11% to like 23%. And that also boosted like all of our rankings for all the keywords we were in. Like all of a sudden we were like first page, first result for so many keywords all of a sudden, and that changed everything. And then we were stuck first result, and sales just increased like crazy exponentially.
Crazy, man. It's crazy because I know that your market is a little bit more competitive, but what you did really well was you understood your target market, who you're resonating with, and you being within your target market. I think that gave you that advantage to really build a brand that resonates with someone, therefore increasing conversion. And, for the people that are listening that are brand new, increasing your conversion rate makes a massive impact within Amazon's algorithm, which shoots up your rank. And, put yourself in your own shoes. Anyone purchasing on Amazon, you are likely to purchase from your first or your second line. So if you can get into those top spots, especially during a peak season like Q4, when you have a giftable product, it's so key for profitability. And you guys really, really capitalized on that. So good job on doing that, really just resonating with your customer there, increasing your conversion rate. And one example that I always love to give is if you have 100 customers and you're converting at 10%, you're getting 10 sales. But if you take that same 100 customers, but you can convert at a higher percentage, in your case, 20%, you just increase sales, increase profitability with the same amount of traffic. Therefore, you're not increasing your overhead or your budget when it comes to marketing. So such a key component. And a lot of people think that it's just a velocity game. It's a numbers game, but it's more so about focusing and capitalizing on what you currently have, current state, and then scaling outwards from there. So good job on that, man. I want to ask you here, how has your life changed? Now you're jumping into Amazon. I know that you had a business before. What are you doing now? Is Amazon your full-time game? What does that look like for you?
Yeah. So, I mean, it's like, I knew I was going to do Amazon in 2018. I graduated from college and I started another business to come up with the money. So I ended up saving up, by March 2020, when the pandemic happened, I was like, okay, I have like 18 months of expenses saved up and the money to start an Amazon business. So it worked out perfectly. And yeah, I just got started, and I worked a little. I never touched the savings, so I wanted to maintain it. I guess similar to your guys' story, I think you had something like that. But yeah, it's hard for me to. I was making good money, 6-figure income, had control of my schedule, but I just haven't been able to go back to work. It's just like Amazon is so great right now. Like I just can't see myself trading like time for money anymore. So yeah, I mean, I didn't need much to make Amazon work. Like even if we just did like a quarter of what we were doing, it would have been fine for us. But now it's just, I just see myself doing Amazon and launching more products and expanding the brand right now.
Hell yeah, man. And that's the goal, 100%. And going for an exit, right? If you go for an exit within the next couple of years, you'll be sitting on a nice chunk of cash, to say the least. But that's awesome to hear. I think it's good to share your story, being, trading time for money. I know that your job or your business before was very labor intensive, of course. And this is just, I can imagine the complete other spectrum. You're waking up to thousands of dollars in your pocket nowadays, which is awesome to hear. Man, I got to ask, what would your life be right now if you didn't take action, if you didn't actually move forward with Amazon? What would you be doing right now? What would that look like?
Man, I would, honestly, I'm the type of person that will just keep looking for ways to make money. But all these things I've done, it was very intensive on my time, which is a finite resource. But like, I really value like having time and free time to be able to do things I want to do. So like, there's no price tag on it. Like the money is great that's coming in, or whatever money's going to come in. But if it has to, if I have to like give up my lifestyle or like quality of life, it's I'd have to pass, just because that's always what I wanted to do. That's why I've been an entrepreneur. I wanted to have time and money together to do what I want. And just like, I just had an awesome bachelor party last week with a group of my friends. We're all entrepreneurs. 1 week notice, go to New York, and we're all able to do it. And
yeah, man.
They were like, another table, how much is up? Let's do it. Like, it was just awesome to be able to have that flexibility, and I just love the ability to have your own business and be an entrepreneur.
I agree, man. Would you say that Amazon is a great opportunity for new people that are looking to get into the entrepreneurship space?
Oh yeah, for sure. It just makes you think like now I'm thinking bigger than when I started. But it's a great way to get a business going, and then you could learn all the other stuff on building a business after.
Yeah, I agree. I really think that Amazon, it provides you a platform of existing traffic. In my opinion, starting a business, lead generation and awareness is one of the biggest hurdles, to be honest with you. but even running a business or Amazon business specifically, there is so much things that you learn that you can take into other businesses. I got like 5 businesses now and they're all service-based businesses, but I wouldn't have done it without my knowledge within Amazon specifically. So I think you're on the right track, and you and Claire are onto really, really big things. I'm super, super excited for you. The last question I want to ask you, we have quite a few people that are on the fence in terms of joining our program. What would you say to them if they were, listening to this case study, this interview with you? What would you say to those people that are on the fence right now that are, potentially considering joining the FBA startup?
Man, well, I like a lot of friends know what we've been up to, and they all ask me, "Hey, man, I want to do Amazon as well. How should I get started?" And my genuine recommendation is join the course that I took. Yes, I can teach you, but I believe in the course so much that I think you should have to join it, and you should pay the money to see this information and have access to the resources that's provided in the course. As far as just the community, the mentors, everything, totally worth it. My genuine recommendation to my friends is you should buy the course.
That's huge, man.
I'll help you too, but you should buy the course.
Yeah, 100%. I appreciate you saying that. I think mentorship goes such a long way. And exactly like you said, spend the money to save the time, because they're both scarce resources at the end of the day. So, anyone that is on the fence, I'm opening up my calendar personally to take calls here. So that you can chat with us directly to see if you're interested. We got some really cool things that we're planning for the next year as well. And I'll do a little sneak peek, but our students are going to get the chance to get on a Mexico trip within the FBA startup next year. Will, I don't even know if you know that, but you're definitely qualified for it, which is awesome. But we're so much more than just a course and a program. We're very much so a community, and a community that cares for each other. So if you guys are interested, shoot us a DM. Shoot us a message, click the link in the bio, whatever it needs. It's a free discovery call at the end of the day. And it's purely just to see if we are a fit to help you out. So Will, I appreciate the time, man. Again, congrats to your success. You and Clara, you guys are absolutely crushing it. And I'm stoked for your guys' future. I'm very, very stoked.
Thank you. We couldn't have done it like this without you guys. So appreciate it so much. All the calls you've given us and all the guidance and everything.
Absolutely, man. Yeah. My pleasure. My pleasure.